Now, on Good Morning Northwest, 15,000 U.S. troops stand ready in the Caribbean. Warships patrol the waters, and now the first land attack on Venezuela. How the drug war reached a new level.
And the temperatures, not the only thing dropping this morning. I'm tracking air quality this morning around the inland Northwest.
And 50 staples in her leg and emotional scars that run deeper. You'll hear from one of the women who survived a shooting near the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office that ended with the gunman dead in a shootout with deputies. You are watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie Grant has the morning off. It is Tuesday, December 30th. Meteorologist Matt Gray here with our first alert forecast. Hey, Matt.
Hey, good morning. And with the beautiful weather we've seen recently has come a little bit of, well, stagnant air. And that's what we've got this morning. An air stagnation advisory popped up yesterday afternoon. Now goes through noon Thursday for a large portion of the inland Northwest. Basically, the Palouse, the Columbia Basin, the only areas, at least in our area, in the I-90 corridor, the only spots that are not under that sort of advisory, along with the northern panhandle. But a lot of us have a chance for some of this cold air that's trapped down in our valleys and lowlands now to begin to collect a little bit of pollutants here as we go through the next couple of days. And in fact, we already saw a dip in air quality yesterday that continues this morning in the Spokane area. Our AQI at 58, that is moderate on the index here, and I expect that we will stay there for the next few days as long as that alert continues until we start to mix things up on New Year's Day. So expecting at the very least moderate air quality until then. So got some temperatures that are still a little chilly this morning. 24 in Spokane, 23 in Coeur d'Alene. We're down to 10 in Winthrop this morning. Sandpoint just joined the teens at 19. We're at 18 in Colville and in Bonners Ferry. A little bit warmer on the Palouse at 29. We're at 31 this morning in the LC Valley. We're going to be a little bit warmer this afternoon. I expect most of us to get above freezing at least for an hour or two during the afternoon before we drop back down into the 20s for your plans on this Tuesday evening. We'll show you when the inversions break and what will come along with that rain and snow after this.
New information this morning. Washington State Patrol has identified both drivers who died in a head-on crash Saturday morning near Liberty Lake. It happened just before 3 a.m. on State Route 290 at North Harvard Road. WSP says 20-year-old Michael Higley of Clayton was headed east and driving too fast when he crossed the center line, hit a car driven by 61-year-old Thomas Naffy Jr. of Athol head-on. Both drivers died at the scene. And this was the scene just days ago outside of the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office following a shooting that left 2 women injured and the shooter dead. Shooting victim Eliza Frank is recovering at home with 50 staples in her leg. Frank was walking toward the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office Friday afternoon when 77-year-old John Drake of Mullen shot her with a shotgun. Frank says she thought she was going to die as pellets tore through her leg. She took cover in a truck while Drake continued firing.
I was thinking I was going to be dead. I was thinking that I was never going to be able to see my family again and see my dog, my pit bull.
Frank now struggles to walk and says loud noises make her nervous. Investigators still haven't revealed why Drake targeted the sheriff's office Friday or anything about his background. The FBI and multiple agencies continue to investigate. We are following breaking news. After weeks of warnings, President Trump now confirms the first known U.S. land strike tied to Venezuela, and that is raising questions about who carried it out and how far it could go. Hannah Joy is in the studio with us. Hannah, this marks the 30th U.S. strike in recent months. What's different about this one?
Well, Robin, this is actually the first land attack. President Trump says the U.S. hit a dock in Venezuela where he claims drugs were being loaded onto a boat. And just hours ago, the U.S. military released this video showing the strike and confirming that 2 people were killed.
There was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs, so we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area.
Meanwhile, the president met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Florida yesterday, where Trump was pressed by reporters for more details on the strike.
I know exactly who it was, but I don't want to say who it was. But you know, it was along the shore.
Although Trump is saying that, CNN is reporting that the CIA carried out the strike. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Anna, thanks so much. Property crime is on the rise in the Logan neighborhood near Gonzaga, with more than 350 reports over the last few months. The Spokane Police Department's cadet outreach team hopes to put a stop to it. A group of volunteer cadets have been going door to door, educating the community on ways to prevent these crimes. Some of these tips include locking your car and the door to your house and making sure you don't leave anything valuable outside. Another important tip is to make sure your home is not an easy target for a break-in.
Most of our property predators they don't want to be noticed, and if we can impact that with landscaping improvements, lighting, motion lighting, security cameras, obviously some of those things start costing money, but a lot of this you can just implement, and it's just really the time that you devote to it.
SPD says some of these crimes are happening in student housing that's left unlocked. Since it doesn't have enough resources and officer patrols to make an impact in the area, it hopes the cadet program will help prevent these crimes. A fire destroyed the vacant Quality Inn and Suites Hotel in Okanagan yesterday morning. The fire is believed to have started around 1:30 a.m. By the time emergency crews arrived, the building had already collapsed. Investigators are looking into what started that fire. Someone vandalized the Abraham Lincoln statue in downtown Spokane. As you can see in this video, the vandal threw red paint on the memorial. The city of Spokane and members of the Downtown Spokane Partnership's Clean Team will spend time today cleaning that statue. The Spokane Police Department's asking anyone with information on the vandalism to call Crime Check at this number, 509-456-2233. It's now 6 minutes after 6 o'clock. Meteorologist Matt Gray back taking a look at what's happening outside.
And what's happening? Pretty quiet conditions. It's nice to have some quiet weather for a change.
Sure.
Yeah, still a little bit of slick roads out there because of how cold it has been. Here's Colfax. A lot of places looking very similar. Here's Spokane. Might have to scrape a little bit of ice off the windshield this morning with some clear skies. We'll talk more about your forecast, including a warming trend coming up.
Diversity hiring programs now under federal investigation. The Justice Department calls it fraud. This morning, the legal battle that could reshape corporate America. And President Trump gives Hamas a warning: disarm in a very short period of time or be wiped out. The ultimatum delivered during talks in Florida coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Live is the #1 entertainment talk show.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
Walker's Furniture must sell all 2025 inventory immediately with mattress discounts up to $700 off and big store-wide savings up to 70% off or 0 interest until 2031. This New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
If you're looking for a new ride for the new year with delayed payments until April 1st, plus up to $600 of free upgrades like truck lift or tires, then you need to go to Cal.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Mopping is hard work. Then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket, with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Nothing comes easy, whether in the garden or the kitchen. Every meal starts with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of hard work. And your finances should work just as tirelessly as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Welcome to Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
Welcome back. It is 6:09. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met in Florida yesterday, but announced no progress on the next phase of the Gaza peace plan. The second phase of the deal includes Hamas's disarmament, reconstruction in Gaza, and the establishment of post-war governance. Trump said Hamas will be given a very short period of time to disarm, warning that if it does not, other countries backing the ceasefire will go and wipe them out. Netanyahu announced Trump will receive the Israel Prize for Peace, marking the first time the country's highest civilian excellence honor will be awarded to a non-Israeli citizen. Netanyahu described the meeting between the two leaders as, quote, very productive. The U.S. military conducted another airstrike Monday targeting a suspected drug trafficking boat in the eastern Pacific Ocean. U.S. Southern Command says the attack killed 2 people. The Defense Department has carried out more than 24 airstrikes since the operation began in September. At least 107 people have been killed. Saudi Arabia bombed Yemen's port city of Mukalla overnight over what it described as a shipment of weapons for a separatist force there that arrived from the United Arab Emirates. The attack signals a new escalation in tensions between the kingdom and the separatist forces of the Southern Transitional Council, which is backed by the Emirates. The Trump administration is investigating several companies for using diversity initiatives to hire and promote workers. The Justice Department is using the False Claims Act to justify its probes. That's a law designed to hold contractors accountable, those who bill the government for work that was never performed. The Justice Department believes holding a federal contract while considering diversity constitutes fraud. The Wall Street Journal says companies in industries including automotive, pharmaceuticals, defense, and utilities are also being targeted.
Time now to plan out your day. Some more chilly sunshine for the start of this morning. As we get towards midday, we're going to start to see things feel a little bit warmer out there. Sunshine already makes it feel kind of warm, but we will start to see our temperatures pop up above freezing just a little bit. Also probably notice some of that haze from the building inversion over us right now. You got a few more clouds for tonight, but still we'll see plenty of clear skies in between. Temperatures back down into the 20s.
2025 is coming to an end, and the Spokane County Library District is sharing the books that were checked out the most this year. For fiction, among the top 10 included the books The Women by Kristen Hanna, Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, and The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. In the nonfiction category, The Idaho 4 by James Patterson, Ghosts of Honolulu by Mark Harmon, and The Wager by David Gran, all in the top 10. It's now 6:12. Flooding delays the ski season at Stevens Pass, but the popular resort is back in business. Coming up, how highway damage is still affecting access to the slopes, though. And artists cancel performances at the Kennedy Center, protesting the addition of Donald J. Trump to the venue's name. This morning, the growing boycott and the center's response. And as we send you to a break, check out your Tuesday morning. This is a live look at Riverfront Park, where we'll be ringing in the new year tomorrow night. We'll be right back.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Winter's creeping in. Is your heating system ready for the challenge ahead? Don't let an unexpected equipment failure or high energy bills impact your comfort this holiday season. At Bills, our comprehensive maintenance can discover problems before they start, giving you peace of mind to focus on what matters most. For a limited time, you can schedule a tune-up for only $59. Call us at 208-777-5528 and schedule today.
I am born to do this. I am an American walking bull. On This is my sport. PBR bucks into Numerica Veterans Arena January 9th and 10th. Get your tickets for PBR Spokane now at ticketswest.com.
I'm a very active person that likes to move around and go. The pain I was in was really excruciating. I was basically heading towards a sedentary lifestyle. I had really tried everything, but I quickly lost hope with all of the things that we had tried, and that's what led me to the Good Feet store. And when I found the Good Feet system, it really just changed everything. It brought me back to life. I have my active lifestyle back.
You too can get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Post Falls ER and Hospital open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
It's time for football. Ready to pony up for streaming? For Thursday games, that's on Prime. For Christmas Day football, do you have Netflix? Want to watch your team on the road? Do you have YouTube TV? Cha-ching, you might shell out $50 a month, and that's just the beginning. Good thing we have local TV stations bringing us games for free. Live, local, things you love. Text TV to 39179 and let's keep football free.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Good morning. Your time is 6:16. This is a live look at Riverfront Park, where it is getting geared up for the big New Year's Eve celebration, which will be happening right down there, the center of town, the center of the action. You can go down and enjoy big family fun time. And here is a look at Stevens Pass Ski Resort, full of people excited to finally be skiing on the mountain again. The popular ski resort wasn't able to open on time due to extensive highway damage from recent flooding. Because portions of Highway 2 still are not accessible, the Department of Transportation is using a pilot car to take people back and forth between mileposts 64 and 85. Stevens Pass is still located roughly around milepost 65.
And so ironic, too, because that was the one place that was getting consistent snow.
Yeah.
Over the past couple of weeks.
Couldn't quite get there.
No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So, but tough ski season, but you know what? Things I think are looking in a positive direction. Cold air, getting a chance to, you know, really set the base here right now, which is good.
We just need to add to it, but it looks like that's not going to happen too much too soon.
We'll have, there'll be a little bit of snow, but no major kind of dumping of snow or anything like that coming up here in the forecast. And in the valleys, it's not going to be snow at all for most of us. We're going to end up with rain again, the next storm system. Let's talk about as this month draws to an end. After one below average day here on Sunday, we ended up back to average with a high of 32 here yesterday. Today, we're headed back towards these orange boxes, above average highs. Not as crazy as it was maybe a couple of weeks ago, but we will be warmer than average again this afternoon, and then heading on through the rest of December. So highs will be close to 40 in places like St. Mary's. Pullman will be in the 40s in the LC Valley. Mid-30s, meanwhile, as you head further north along the I-90 corridor, from places like Doritzville to Spokane to Coeur d'Alene, we'll see some low 30s as you work your way further up towards Bonners Ferry, towards the Omak area, and Winthrop will even hit 30 degrees after a cold start. We're about 10 degrees right now in the Met-Howell Valley. Our average is this white line here, about 32, 33 degrees for a high. Well, we're going to be in those middle upper 30s and then eventually into the 40s here by the end of the week. And that is where it looks like we're going to be staying for most of next week as well. So after a brief kind of interlude, it does appear that the warmer winter weather is back. and it's going to stick around for a little bit. Now, as this warmer air moves back in with that cold air now that's settled down in the bottom of the valleys and these inversions that have developed, we are going to see that warm air from this next weather system, which is going to begin to move in on Thursday, on New Year's Day. As it moves in, part of it, most of it, is going to overrun over the top of some of these valleys with that cooler air trapped in. That's why I'm a little worried about some pockets of freezing rain or some variety of winter mix here Thursday night into Friday morning. That's going to be the big thing we're watching for. You look at the computers, you look at this, it's all over the place here. But the general pattern is a setup where, yeah, we just got to keep an eye on things. So as that high begins to drop off here, we are going to be watching for this wet weather from the south, gradually pushing its way north after midnight on Thursday. So any plans for New Year's Eve or staying up past midnight, you are going to not have any issues when it comes to the weather. And then as we get to the afternoon, that first round of rain begins to move in. And then through the evening and into early Friday morning, it's those first couple of rounds that are going to be watching for those pockets of freezing rain. By the time we get to your Friday, well, it is pretty much all rain. Expected that Friday will be the highest snow level. It'll be up around 6,000 feet. So some of our ski areas may see a little bit of a rain-snow mix with some very slushy snow, but temperatures will drop again in the mountains soon after that. Until then, the only thing we're going to be watching is the air quality, which will be sitting basically where it is right now in most areas in the moderate range. We may see things begin to edge toward that orange, unhealthy for sensitive groups. So by the time we get to kind of New Year's Eve and then into Thursday, yeah, if you're particularly sensitive to air pollution, just something to keep in mind. It's going to be fireworks as well. They'll get trapped in that inversion, so it may be a little hazy for the start of your Thursday morning.
All right, good to keep in mind. All right, Matt, thank you much. It's now 6:21. After a dominating performance against Pepperdine at kickoff conference play Sunday, the 7th-ranked Zags turned their attention toward tonight's game against San Diego. What's at stake for the Zags in tonight's matchup? We'll tell you after the break in Morning Sports. Thanks for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest on your Tuesday. Much more right after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Want a cool new vehicle for the new year? A new style? Tough four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? With delayed payments until April 1st, then you need to head down to the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene, where they are offering up to $600 of free upgrades, like truck lifts, light bars, and tires, to customize your new ride.
Like your deal, love your wheels at Cal.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Walker's Furniture must sell all 2025 inventory immediately. And this New Year's, get big store-wide discounts up to 70% off or 0 interest until 2031. This New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
Wow, $1 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Itchery. Didn't touch it. I was just using it as a drink tray.
Sir, I'm obligated to inform you that I have a yellow belt in the art of karate.
Yellow. What's your signature move? The fist of mild discomfort?
Try again.
The flinching dragon.
That's not a thing.
The flying side eye?
We're getting warmer.
At Adams Tractor, we are proud to power the Northwest with Kubota, built tough and built to last. As the official partner of University of Idaho Athletics, we share the same drive, grit, and community pride that fuels the Vandals. From the field to the farm, Kubota equipment delivers performance you can count on. Adams Tractor and University of Idaho Athletics working together to keep our communities moving forward.
Want to change a life? Start with a wagging tail. Guide Dog Foundation is looking for volunteer puppy raisers. Everyday heroes who teach basic skills, give lots of love, and prepare future guide dogs for a lifetime of service. No experience needed, just time, patience, and heart. Before they can guide, they need you by their side. Visit raiseapuppy.org to learn more.
Good
morning, I'm Mia Green. Welcome to Morning Sports. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have improved to 13-1 on the season after dropping 40 points on Pepperdine Sunday night. The number 7 Gonzaga Bulldogs brought the heat following a dominant 96-56 win in their conference opener. 5 players reached double figures, and the Bulldogs nearly doubled the Waves' points by halftime. They now look ahead to face San Diego, who comes into today's matchup on a 6-7 overall record, fresh off of a win over Pacific. Historically, Gonzaga dominates this matchup, or outscoring San Diego en route to the Bulldogs holding a 19-game win streak. They'll look to maintain that and remain undefeated in conference play this evening in San Diego at 6:30 p.m. As for Gonzaga women's hoops, they open up conference play in a double overtime thriller. It was an 87-80 victory over LMU. The two teams traded blows the entire game, 11 ties, 12 lead changes. But now they look ahead to host Pepperdine, who comes into this matchup with a 9-4 overall record, and the Zags hold an 18-game win streak over the Waves. The two programs will face off tonight in the Kennel at 6 p.m. And you can see the West Coast Conference Freshman of the Week, Lauren Whitaker, in action at the Kennel for the 5th time this season. Whitaker has earned this honor, but it's actually her 6th overall, as she was named Player of the Week last week. The freshman from New Zealand just recorded her 6th double-double of the season. Some big matchups ahead for both men's and women's hoops. That's a wrap on Morning Sports.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:25. A 95% tax hits smokers and vapors in Washington starting January 1st. A Spokane business owner plans to fight the nicotine tax, calling it double taxation. The battle heading to Olympia coming up. And daycare centers with no children but still receiving public funds. Just ahead, the shocking video evidence in Minnesota's growing fraud investigation. And as we go to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a heart-stopping rescue caught on camera. This SUV teetering hundreds of feet above the ground. Air Force Staff Sergeant R.J. Talla racing to help, forming a human chain with the help of other bystanders, pulling the passengers to safety.
The only thing I had in mind is, to rescue those passengers. Is just, it's instinct. It's like a hit of the moment when I get there.
Talla, who was traveling with his wife Yvette and his baby, says his military training kicked in.
We're trained to save people when they need help. And during those moments, that's when I think my experience kicked in.
Inside the car, 2 passengers and their dogs. And coming up at 7 a.m., we hear more from the Good Samaritans and their heroic rescue. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Jen loved her Gain flings. Then Brad showed up with Gain rinse and beads. When they mixed their scents, they discovered they were scent mates. Smells like it's gonna last. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family-owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light-rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Match to win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win assorted Zachary Thin Mints. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy them for just $1.49 each. Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart.
I'm Mark Peterson. During this season of giving, consider donating or volunteering with the Inland Northwest Wildlife Council, producers of The Big Horn Show, an organization committed to protecting and enhancing wildlife and fish habitat. Your donation supports numerous programs like early hunter education, wildlife habitat build-out, access to wildlands for those with disabilities, and mentoring programs. Check out their impact at inwc.org and give or volunteer today.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and some stories people are talking about today. 2025 was a brutal year for U.S. retailers with familiar names like Forever 21, Party City, and Rite Aid among the well-known brands to close their doors this year. About 8,200 stores closed over the year, 12% more than in 2024. Industry analysts say a combination of slumping consumer confidence, poor finances, and shifts in shopping habits has left many aging chains struggling. Several artists are canceling performances at the newly renamed Trump Kennedy Center. Jazz group The Cookers backed out of 2 gigs set to take place New Year's Eve at the Washington, D.C. venue. Acts including Doug Verone and the Dancers and Christy Lee also announced they are canceling upcoming performances. It comes as the Trump-appointed head of the center threatens a $1 million lawsuit against jazz musician Chuck Red, who canceled his Christmas Eve performance due to the name change. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie is off this morning. It is Tuesday, December 30th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast.
And we're off to another chilly start here this morning. And with some more clear skies, it's likely you'll have to do a little bit of ice scraping on the windshield like I did this morning as you head out the door. We're down to 10 degrees in the Met Howell Valley and Winthrop, 16 in Colville, 18 in Bonners Ferry. We were in the teens briefly in Sandpoint. We just warmed up now to 21. 21 in Omak as well, mid-20s for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, upper 20s and low 30s as you work your way down to the Palouse and the LC Valley. Pretty quiet on radar. All is calm. Just a little bit of snow as you work your way up into BC. That's going to be staying away from us today. An air stagnation advisory. Perhaps it is a little too calm going through noon Thursday, and so our air quality is going to be diminished in many of our valleys and lowlands here, shaded in this dark gray color, where we are going to see those pollutants, the wood stove smoke and the just general emissions from cars and things like that. It's all going to kind of pile up here as we go through the next couple of days. In fact, it has a little bit already just through the last 2 days. We're into moderate air quality now in Spokane, and I expect us to generally stay in that range, getting slowly more and more points on that AQI index as we go through the next couple of days. We'll be dry through the middle of the week during this calm pattern, but things begin to change as we hit New Year's Day. I'm tracking a winter mix coming up.
Matt, thanks. A Moses Lake family is grieving as they plan a funeral for 3 of their loved ones killed in a 2-car crash. Nashili Bustamante, her partner Gustavo Guzman Gomez, and their 6-month-old son Giovanni were headed to Walla Walla Christmas Day. WSP says a 22-year-old driver was traveling in the opposite direction when he went off the road, hit a guardrail, and then overcorrected, driving into the eastbound lanes, hitting the family's car head-on.
Christmas Day, my daughter, my grandson, her partner, all of them at once is terrible.
Bustamante's father, Antonio, says losing his only daughter and his only grandson is heartbreaking, but he has been amazed at the support they have received since the crash. If you'd like to contribute to funeral costs, there's a link inside this story on KXLY.com.
We are following some breaking news. Federal agents are investigating a fraud scheme that's costing taxpayers more than $1 billion. The investigation is focusing on businesses accused of misusing public dollars meant for social services, everything from school lunches to child care and housing assistance. Dozens of people have already been convicted in what prosecutors call the largest COVID-19 fraud scheme in the U.S., and more cases are expected. FBI Director Kash Patel Post says the U.S. is sending more agents to Minnesota to make sure anyone who stole from taxpayers is held accountable. He also says the investigation is just getting started and more businesses could be targeted in the coming weeks. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Smokers and vapors in Washington will pay significantly more for their habits starting next year. A new 95% excise tax takes effect in January, and local businesses are scrambling to prepare. Washington's new tax targets all tobacco and nicotine products with a 95% tax rate. Senate Bill 5814 originally focused on tobacco products, but the Department of Revenue expanded it in November to include any product containing nicotine. That means vape shops across the state will soon face a major financial challenge. Spokane business owner Michael Blanton says his inventory at Lilac City Vapor will take a direct hit.
We have over $100,000 in inventory items. Imagine paying 95% of that to continue staying in business.
Blanton says the tax will force him to raise prices on top of the volume taxes he already pays. Supporters believe this tax will reduce addiction and generate state revenue. But Blanton is frustrated with the double taxation and plans to challenge the policy in Olympia. The new tax takes effect January 1st. All right, something to be aware of if you are driving in East Spokane. Part of Freya Street will be closed today for a water system repair. According to the city, northbound Freya will be closed between 11th and 8th on December 30th for a water system repair, and you are asked to use the detour that will be in place. Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:35. Meteorologist Matt Gray ready, talking about what we're experiencing in the air.
Yeah, and that is our air quality's dropped a little bit over the last 24 hours. It's likely to stay down here as long as we got that air stagnation advisory. That goes all the way through New Year's Day. So fireworks smoke going to add to that as well. So if you're sensitive, particularly New Year's Day, it looks like it's going to be a day maybe to hang out inside a little bit. We have a change coming up for 2026. I'll show you that after this.
New year, new job opportunities. Career experts say January offers the best chance to find work. Up next, job search strategies that work in today's competitive market. We'll be right back.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we're kicking off 2026 with a bang. Giving you the biggest value for your trade-in we've ever offered to get you behind the wheel of a new Tundra or sporty Tacoma truck. And if you want to upgrade to a new RAV4 or maybe a more reliable pre-owned vehicle, we're delaying all payments for 3 months. Plus again, $2,026 over Kelley Blue Book value for your trade-in. So you can start the new year off right with a new Toyota from Findlay.
North Spokane, we're here. Fred's Appliance is now open along Highway 2. Our brand new 18,000 square foot showroom is packed with appliances. Need a new appliance fast? This new location is just one more way for you to explore our Get It Today inventory. Trying to find the best appliances for your needs? We have you covered. From refrigerators to ranges to laundry, Fred's Appliance has the selection, service, and speed you won't find anywhere else. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Whether planning your big day or needing a final touch, the Spokane Wedding Expo is for you. Experience firsthand all the aspects of a great wedding. Food, fashion, photography, and flowers all in one place. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingsAndEvents.com.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 3rd year in a row.
Want a cool new vehicle for the new year? A new style? Tough 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? With delayed payments until April 1st, then you need to head down to the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene, where they are offering up to $600 of free upgrades, like truck lifts, light bars, and tires, to customize your new ride. Like your deal, love your wheels at Cal.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
We raise our hot cocoa mugs to you.
For you to have the most joyous and special holidays.
And celebrate with family and friends.
Like us.
Like a river
From our GMA family to yours, happy holidays!
Welcome back at 6:39. As 2026 begins, many people set goals that include finding new jobs. Career experts say January offers good opportunities because companies start the year with new budgets and more flexibility to hire. But the current job market remains competitive. The latest jobs report shows America lost 105,000 jobs in October. 64,000 jobs were added in November, and unemployment rose to 4.6%, which is a 4-year high.
The jobs are there. It's more competitive to find the opportunities you're looking for.
Dawn Fay, who you just heard from, recommends broadening your search beyond your current industry. She suggests tailoring resumes and cover letters for each application and using AI tools to help draft initial versions. Fay also advises contacting hiring managers directly rather than only applying through company websites. For unemployed job seekers, she recommends considering contract work, taking classes, or volunteering to explain resume gaps.
And let's now plan your day. So some chilly sunshine here in your forecast for this morning. Overall, though, like the sun, it's going to feel a little bit warmer this afternoon, not just because the sun's beating down, but also because we are going to pop up above freezing very briefly this afternoon. You start to notice a little bit of that haze as well from our inversions. A few more clouds tonight. Temperatures just slightly warmer, but still in the 20s for most locations.
A mother and daughter in Montana are trying to change the conversation about drunk driving with a little positive reinforcement. They call themselves the Bar Fairies, and every weekend they share good spirits with partiers who opt for a safe ride home and ditch their car at the bar.
Leave this little card, I have one here, right on the windshield, under their windshield wiper, and it just inside says, "Thank you for not drinking and driving, for doing your part to keep the community safe. Here's a coffee on us."
The idea sparked by heartbreak. In 2023, the mother-daughter duo lost their son and brother to a drunk driver. Since then, they have wanted to find a way to thank people for choosing not to drink and drive. Nationwide, December drunk driving deaths are at one of the highest in 15 years, with 1,038 lives lost in December of 2023. Our time is now 6:41. Matt's full forecast is coming up right after this break. We'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest in just a bit.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Magical moments, snowy adventures, warming up, making memories, a winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
America's Vet Dogs is a national nonprofit empowering veterans, first responders, and active duty service members facing both visible and hidden disabilities through the placement of a highly trained service dog. However, recipients never bear the financial burden. You can be a part of making a meaningful difference in the lives of veterans and first responders in need. Learn more by visiting vetdogs.org.
On Holland America, we celebrate Alaska. Take time to connect to the outdoors, the world, and to each other. Holland America opens the door to different destinations, traditions, and sometimes adventure, with experiences too good to hurry through. Holland America, savor the journey.
My name is Tyson West. I'm the executive director of Adult and Teen Challenge. I found my way here in 2011 after struggling with 20 years of substance abuse, and my family helped me get into Adult and Teen Challenge, and that's where I learned how to walk in this new life of transformation and freedom. And now I get the privilege of helping other guys who are caught up in that same bondage find the same freedom. A person comes in and they're broken and they're in bondage. They go through this comprehensive approach, which is life transforming with Christ at the center, and then the end result would be a life that's transformed.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome back. It's 6:44. The new year approaching means it's time to start setting goals and intentions for 2026. Whether we want to live healthier lives, think about our finances, or connect more with those we care about, our relationship to the earth is impacted too. ABC's chief climate correspondent Ginger Zee reports.
As the ball drops and we ring in 2026 around the world, many people are setting goals for the upcoming year. Whether losing weight or saving money's on your list, there are New Year's resolutions that can help us invest in ourselves and the planet.
What's really cool is we get to think about what we get to add to our lives that will make our lives better.
Sustainability goals can look as simple as shopping less to limit consumption, taking public transportation, of course, and eating plant-based meals. If it all sounds daunting, UCLA lecturer Tamar Christensen says to get started, just think about places where you can make a difference.
And they can look at what kind of individual action they can take, what kind of political or governmental action they might be able to take, and then what kinds of corporate action they might be able to take.
Christensen suggests breaking down sustainability goals into smaller, more approachable steps.
You can just say, maybe I'm plant-based before dinner, or maybe I'm plant-based on the weekends, or just on the weekdays. And you can kind of amp up slowly. And I think this is the best way to build a really good habit that's going to stick. And it's going to be exciting and adventurous for you along the way, and not feel like a burden.
Additionally, Christensen says your mindset can help maintain the momentum and stick to your resolutions throughout the year.
I think if we can think about the framing slightly differently, it's going to go a long way. What is our approach here? What do we care about? What are we enjoying about this process? Because if we don't enjoy the process, we won't keep doing it.
For some easy sustainability goals for the new year, Christensen suggests switching your toilet paper for recycled paper, changing your bank account to a local credit union to invest in your community, or making your own peanut butter in a food processor. With this Climate Minute, I'm Ginger Zee.
It is now 6:46, and this is a live look at the skate ribbon, New America Skate Ribbon, right in downtown at Riverfront Park, where it'll be closing today. It's open today, but closes at 5 to gear up for tomorrow, New Year's Eve day. It'll be open for 12 hours, so you can get down there and skate with part of the celebration. Lots of stuff going on downtown.
Super skate.
Super skate. And it won't be raining on people, which is very helpful.
Yeah, it's super helpful. It's not a puddle, not a nice puddle. It's a nice ribbon. So
that's what it should be. So yeah, we've had an interesting December.
Is there a nice ribbon Zamboni? These are just questions popping up in my head. Now I want to know. Maybe we'll find out. We'll see. At the 12 hours of skating here.
10 to 10.
Yeah, 10 to 10. Looking pretty good. Looking like a nice New Year's Eve overall. Looking like a nice day today as well. So if you have some extra time off here as the year winds down, I tell you what, make sure you're spending some time outside and enjoying it. We've had beautiful weather yesterday. Sun's starting to come up, seeing some high clouds in the distant pre-dawn sky. It's 24 right now in Spokane. We'll drop a couple more degrees here this morning before the sun comes up fully officially, and then we'll have a pretty nice looking morning. Definitely going to feel a little crisp out there, just as it has for the last couple of days. We remain under strong high pressure, which means inversions are strengthening. That's a layer of warm air sitting on top of the cold air that's sunk down to the bottom of the valleys and lowlands where we all are. And, well, when you have that kind of upside down pattern there, that keeps a lot of the pollutants and smog and wood smoke and car pipe emissions and all that stuff. It keeps it down in those valley areas. And without any real wind to kind of mix things up vertically, it's going to stay that way until the next storm system comes along. But even as the next system comes along, there is a possibility that some of that cold air doesn't get dug out of some of those valley locations as things begin to warm up higher up. And that's why I am going to be watching for pockets of freezing rain on New Year's night. So the night of New Year's Day, Thursday night, and then into Friday morning before everything gets mixed up and we finally end up with just rain. That'll be for the majority of Friday, but as we head into late Thursday, early Friday. That's when I'm going to be watching for those freezing rain pockets where things could get a little slick. Plus, near the U.S.-Canada border, we may be still cold enough for snow, at least for a few hours. Tomorrow, a nice looking New Year's Eve. We will see a little bit more cloud cover, but nothing too crazy here. Then as we go into your Thursday, by Thursday afternoon, here comes the first round of the wet weather, the afternoon or into the early evening. So once again, here we'll watch for some pockets of freezing rain, and then as temperatures cool off overnight, we'll look for that as well as we're waking up on Friday morning. Friday looks like the wettest day here, so it looks like it'll be a little bit soggy at times. So if you got Friday plans, it does look like, yeah, it'll be a little messy. We'll start to see those rain chances come down for Saturday and Sunday. I do expect for the most part, maybe just for a few hours on Friday, it'll be rain up in the mountains, but for the most part, we're talking about mountain snow. So some good news for ski areas. They won't pick up a lot out of this storm, but they'll pick up a little, and that's better than nothing, and plus it's going to stay as snow and help build that base.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, better than nothing and better than melting.
Oh, yeah.
Matt, thanks. It's now 6:50. Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring Elvis, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, January 29th.
Winning is just the beginning. Most chronic back problems are caused by compression from the disc becoming thinner and thinner and thinner as we get older. All we have to do is put the patient on the table and decompress them by slowly and easily bringing water, nutrients, and oxygen back into the disc so it heals itself stronger than it was before. These treatments are so gentle, patients usually fall asleep. They don't have to go through the shots, the surgeries, all the physical therapy, or painful invasive procedures or drugs. They fall asleep, they wake up, and they feel better. That's what this is all about. The absolute best thing is pick up the phone and call us today for a free consultation. If you have an MRI scan, we can look at it and tell if we can help you or not. We'll get you in right away. So if you're looking at any kind of serious procedure, you may be able to avoid that. Disc Centers of America, a call to us can change your life.
Match to win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win assorted Zachary Thin Mints. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy them for just $1.49 each. Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. For you. All you want, but there's still no place like this place.
If you're looking for a new ride for the new year with delayed payments until April 1st, plus up to $600 of free upgrades like truck lift or tires, then you need to go to Cal.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53. Grab your coffee and let's launch into your Tuesday morning sprint. Mostly cloudy skies today. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast. And the U.S. strikes Venezuela on land for the first time. Hannah Joy's in studio with more. But first, new information this morning. Washington State Patrol identified both drivers who died in a head-on crash Saturday morning near Liberty Lake. It happened just before 3 a.m. on State Route 290 at North Harvard Road. WSP says 20-year-old Michael Higley of Clayton was headed east and driving too fast when he crossed over the center line and hit a car driven by 61-year-old Thomas Nafe Jr. of Athol head on. Both drivers died at the scene.
In your forecast, it's another cool start, and we'll see a decent amount of sunshine here this morning. Mid-20s in the Spokane area. We still have a few spots in the teens up north. We will start to warm up a little bit faster in the late morning and through lunchtime, and so it's going to be a great afternoon, great winter afternoon to spend a little bit of time outside if you can. We'll actually pop up above freezing for an hour or two this afternoon as well, and then cool back down into the 20s for this evening.
Let's take a look at Stevens Pass Ski Resort. People excited to finally be skiing on the mountain again. The popular resort wasn't able to open on time due to extensive highway damage from recent flooding. Because portions of Highway 2 still are not accessible, the Department of Transportation is using a pilot car to bring people back and forth between mileposts 64 and 85. Stevens Pass is located roughly around milepost 65. And drivers in East Spokane, be aware that part of Freya Street will be closed today for a water system repair. According to the city, northbound Freya Street will be closed between 11th and 8th today. Drivers are asked to use the detour that will be in place. A Moses Lake family is grieving as they plan a funeral for 3 of their loved ones killed in a 2-car crash. Nashili Bustamante, her partner Gustavo Guzman Gomez, and their 6-month-old son Giovanni were headed to Walla Walla Christmas Day. WSP says a 22-year-old driver was traveling in the opposite direction when he went off the road, hit a guardrail, and overcorrected, driving into the eastbound lanes, hitting the family's car head-on. If you'd like to contribute to funeral costs, there is a link inside this story on KXLY.com. This was the scene just days ago outside the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office following a shooting that injured 2 women and killed the shooter. The shooting victim, Eliza Frank, is recovering at home with 50 staples in her leg. Frank was walking toward the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office Friday afternoon when 77-year-old John Drake of Mullen shot her with a shotgun. Frank says she thought she was going to die as pellets tore through her leg. She took cover in a truck while Drake continued firing. Investigators still haven't revealed why Drake targeted the sheriff's office on Friday or anything about his background. The FBI and multiple agencies continue to investigate.
We are following some breaking news. President Trump now confirms that the first U.S. land strike tied to Venezuela has struck. He says the U.S. hit a dock in Venezuela where he claims drugs were being loaded onto boats. The president also says the U.S. knocked out a big facility in the country and confirms that 2 people were killed.
I know exactly who it was, but I don't want to say who it was. But you know, it was along the shore.
Although Trump is saying that CNN is reporting that the strike was actually carried out by the CIA. For details on the other strikes, stick around for Good Morning America.
Smokers and vapors in Washington will pay significantly more for their habits starting next year. A new 95% excise tax takes effect in January, and local businesses are scrambling to prepare. Spokane business owner Michael Blanton says his inventory at Lilac City Vapor will take a direct hit. Blanton says the tax will force him to raise prices on top of the volume taxes he already pays. Supporters believe this tax will reduce addiction and generate state revenue. Property crime is on the rise in the Logan neighborhood near Gonzaga, with more than 350 reports over the last few months. The Spokane Police Department's cadet outreach team hopes to put a stop to it. The group of volunteer cadets have been going door to door educating the community on ways to prevent these crimes. Some of these tips include locking your car and the doors to your house and making sure you don't leave any valuables outside. Someone vandalized the Abraham Lincoln statue in downtown Spokane. As you can see in this video, the vandal threw red paint on the memorial. The city of Spokane and members of the Downtown Spokane Partnership's Clean Team will spend time today cleaning the statue. Spokane Police Department's asking anyone with information on the vandalism to call Crime Check at 509-456-2233.
Walker's Furniture must sell all 2025 inventory immediately. So, this New Year's, for 26 hours only, get big store-wide discounts up to 70% off. Or leave your credit cards at home and take advantage of 0 money down, no minimum purchase, and 0 interest until 2031. Furnish every room of the house for less this New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
Ooh, looking like a nice sunrise again here this morning. Got a little bit of a pink and orange in the sky as we begin our Tuesday. What a great way to kind of end 2025. As we look ahead to 2026, we're going to be seeing more of the same, warmer weather and a little bit more rain than snow. So some things to watch out for, especially that there could be some slick spots out there on Friday morning. We'll keep you updated.
Thanks so much for watching Good Morning Northwest on KXLY4. We will be here throughout the morning with live local updates during Good Morning America. GMA starts next.